education is changing. Students expect engagement. So I put 2 and 2 together and said, hey, let's build a project, super sustainable home. It's a tiny home, and let's make it net zero. The city loved the idea of the project, but just didn't want to be the first ones to do it. And so we had to abandon a lot of our ideas and kind of go back to more traditional ways of doing residential construction. This gave students an opportunity to experience the whole range of what it takes to complete a project, from initial concepts to design work to creating a budget to staying on schedule. Students embraced that and did a wonderful job.
You think of all these things while you're in school and everything seems like easy peasy. Right out of the book, this is how it's going to go down, everything goes smooth. And that is not at all how it happens in real life. And so this project was the first throwing us in the fire. It definitely, I think, took us all by surprise. I think we all came out learning a lot more than we were expecting, mostly just because we didn't realize that real life aspect of it. It was a lot more challenging than any of us had really anticipated.
Jeremy had me come by after the initial shell was built and asked if I would be willing to let my students help complete the project. It was quite an undertaking, but it's turned out really well.
Our teacher told us the first day of class that we would be able to meet these clients and design a tiny sustainable house for them throughout the semester.
We initially started out broken into groups in our class, and we all came up with our own design.
We all have differences of opinions, and we all had different talents that we brought to the table.
What you see here today is actually a compilation of a little bit of everything that the students came up with.
There were several challenges. First of all, just meeting client need. I tell the students all the time, it's very difficult to work in a residential situation or a commercial situation because everyone has a different idea of what success is. I'm always telling students, go get a summer job in construction. Like you can't design it if you don't understand how it's put together. This will just translate when they go out professionally because they do have the experience, and that's just really awesome.
As students, we were the ones that installed all the flooring, all the paint, anything like that. We were the ones to do it, and it was a great experience.
My favorite part was actually being on site and actually building it and actually all learning, because the part that we had learned in school was all the on-paper stuff. We were good at that. We all worked together great, we came up with a design. Of course that had challenges too, but not anything that we weren't expecting. We all grew the most when we were here and we were working as a team.
This will give me a living laboratory that I can run energy analysis with students. Instead of just teaching about it, they can come and experience it. It's very inspiring to me that students embraced this type of a project, that they can design differently and it can be done. They can produce or be effective right from the get-go instead of having to kind of be retrained in the real world.